what's
I'm
important.
just curious as to why I've been, just working, doing my own projects on the side and doing stuff like that, not paying any attention to salad fucking sons of bitches,
Mm.
and they've got, nothing better to do other than try and stick their head up my ass sideways. You know,
Yeah.
they need to do a thing called get a job, and to do called
No, better yet, baby, get a fucking life. Whether they have a job or not, get a life. I even
yeah.
have a small life. What?
A lot of my coworkers that are saying that I should give stand-up comedy a try.
No, because you'd end up getting mad at the people in the audience.
I'd probably get a loss, several lawsuits. Sure.
Yeah, people will get very, very offended.
Oh yeah.
And I don't need you in jail. I bought myself some cloves today.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay
They
back.
taste so
Nice.
fucking
I
good.
don't
It's
see
been years since I've had one.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind giving a live camera. Just to fuck with these people, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring up my leather jacket. I'm gonna bring up my a couple of hats, especially the one I got from the alley I really like. And along with my leather jacket, I'm gonna bring that bowler shirt from the alley, and I'm gonna demonstrate to everybody how I fuck with you. Yeah, cause that'll work. Cause I know. There's a line of contention with AP and Cast, Leafs server,
the
and they
better.
don't understand that I laced everything so that it would go in that direction. I gave them what I wanted them to see, and then I let their minds run wild.
Yeah, yeah. I think.
Because in all honesty, like I told you before, I expected these guys to look at the shirt and that I was tossing on over my leather jacket and all that, and decide to go, "Wait, what is that? Why don't we, because these are fucking internet nerds, expecting to, be terrified until one of them would actually nudge, go, oh no, he's calling our card.
Mm.
But they
No, instead they
try
make
to,
dumbass assumptions.
yeah. I mean, if you ever wondered why when you watch that video from Cast, there's actually no video feed, the black screen, because if you were to actually see what I was wearing and what I was doing while I was, talking, you would see
Although
very clearly
I will
that
say, Cass claims that his camera was messed up, but there's another video I saw where the camera wasn't messed up, and you could see exactly what Burnside was saying to Cass and them.
all right, yeah, because I found the exact one that I threw on that made him fucking marble.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already demonstrated this twice, but why not do it a third time just to fuck with?
Yeah, why not?
And if anything, just to make them spurg extra, I'll also get the one of the places I like to drink at when I used to have them. One is called the Alley. It has a similar logo, or no, not the Alley. Exit. I got the backwards. Oh no, Exit, because Exit has a logo similar, and the interior of Exit makes people think until they go up to the second floor, oh, this is some type of fucking biker gang hideout, because they
I'll be back in a
usually
minute, guys.
Yeah, you're right.
the first floor, it has that aesthetic to it until you look above you and you see, okay, there's a ceiling fan that don't work that's got a whole bunch of panties and bras on it. And then after you get past the bouncer, you go, oh, it's just a bunch of metalheads.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but like I said, I expected these people to call my bluff and start doing their, because they always talk about, oh, 4chan, 4chan, 4chan. 4chan, 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 4chan. I got people on 4chan, guys. I'm gonna fucking dox you. I'm gonna get you. I got people on 4chan. And I expecting, all right, how many of these retards are actually gonna take pictures of this and go to their fucking 4chan and have one of the guys who just so happens to live over in the 606 go, hey, dumbass, it's not the fucking it's not a biker gang. That's where I got my clothes from.
Mm.
You know? But no, they're kind of dumb.
I mean, you guys are doing the stream obviously because you want to get a message out, correct? You want to show?
I want
everybody
all these
fucking-
people to fuck off is what I want.
Oh, okay.
Like, it makes me pissed off. Okay. We've been doing this for the general streaming for a while, and because a literal cult of fucking Maoist fucks decides they want to make it a literal cult on YouTube, and we don't want to comply, you know, oh, no, we got to give you the red guard treatment.
Pretty much because we wouldn't adhere to their social ladder. They decided to ostracize us and make others ostracize us.
Well,
No joke. They literally tell people, and I've seen it with one of my stock accounts, where they're like, "What's this I hear about so and so? You know, their videos seem okay," and they're like, "Oh no, they have." Like with me, they tell them I have STDs.
Yeah, right.
I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me?
Well,
I just find it very depressing that and infuriating that every time in general when we try and expand, include a couple more people, try and grow a general sphere of influence. Like these are the little bastards who, for whatever reason, can't Google a company logo worth of shit. Use a series of pressures, blackmail, and whatever other fucking trickeries they have up their goddamn sleeves. It's going, get these people to not have anything to do with it. Because I mean, the problem is we've on several occasions tried to get this ball rolling.
yeah.
Use those pressures and angles. Which is why we have so much shit. I mean, look at the timestamps on some of these episodes. How old those fuckers are, and then compare that to the date of today. You and me here talking work.
Yeah, yeah.
That's for how long we've been gathering. If we didn't have something, then we wouldn't have a lot of anything. But if we have something, we have a lot to. That's the thing I wanted to.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of funny how this guy's had several heart attacks. And he's got his own little series, and how have we retaliated? Humor me. How have we theoretically speaking, how have we retaliated against the?
I don't know.
Made any videos? Exactly. I don't know.
It's more Scooby losing his temper and making the leaving messages for people and all of that, the rude, angry behavior sort of stuff, I guess. Be the main stuff.
That's it.
Yeah.
Rude, angry, pissed off. Someone makes a literal propaganda series, and in response, the guy writes him an angry letter and gives him the middle.
Well, I think as I was saying as we sort of all agreed last time, I mean, it's some of the stuff he was saying, I guess, that's the problem, is what he's actually said when he gets angry, could be interpreted as a threat. Yeah, that's the problem. So I guess that's the main issue, is that from what I see with all the stuff that they throw at Scooby, really a lot of it comes down to those messages and what he's said to people.
If you tell him there's an FBI investigation, he's had issues with FBI or this and that's going on at law. Perceive everything to be a joke, then you will treat it as. That's the main thing. So, and if him, going and explaining, no, this is a real thing, and this really is going on, this and that and the other, and they laugh and go, nah, and then they just go around and more egregious shit, then, that's on them, it's not his fault for trying to explain to them or trying to go, no, really, this is going on. What more can you do? Find where this guy's office is, pull him out of the office for a couple minutes and go, hey, can you talk to a bunch of degenerate, violently masturbating losers? Mr. So-and-so who's working hard on our case and a couple other things that are so incredibly classified we're not allowed to know?
Yeah, yeah.
Think of that.
Is there much...
To actually question.
Yeah, yeah. Is there much you can say about the legal proceedings that are going on at the moment?
Yeah, it's a lot of emails. Nobody wants to email me anything back. Kind of pisses me off. You know, I'm gonna start looking for a fucking office, and I'm gonna go and take all the shit I've emailed and print it out and go to this fucking office. You know, I just gotta figure out what office I have to go to. It's not like I have one in Chicago. You know, God forbid I have to take a train all the way to fucking Springfield. Hey, can you reach out to your nearest FBI director here? Here's all this shit. Please send it to this guy. And if you need to,
There should be
attention.
an office in Puddin. There should be an office in Chicago.
Not that I'm aware of.
So what exactly are you trying to show the FBI? Like, who are the accusations specifically against?
And, Accelerate. The two of them in particular. AP for harassment, continued harassment, and there's something or other. Fuck, you'd have to ask Scoop about the fucking.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
So, and accelerate for in person. Accelerate person.
You should
Yeah,
try
they're
listening
just
to
some
you.
shitty
It's like
Xbox
every
headphones.
second word is just totally blank. You get nothing. So it's like zip, rap, rip. Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah, I've been told I've had that problem a lot, and I just don't have the money to replace them.
I bought some these ones are $5 ones that I'm wearing right now. Cost me $5. I bought them the other day. Pretty good.
I've been using like $6 Xbox ones.
Yeah, yeah. Xbox will do it.
All right, duly noted.
Oh, so Scooby will know more about the legal proceedings stuff and what's happening with that.
Yeah,
What he's
I mean,
planning
all I
to
can
do.
tell you is from what I remember, in particular, is AP for the continued harassment, and accelerate from impersonating a federal officer. Because the thing is, like, there are actually people calling his house, and for a time being, I as well got some weird phone calls here and there, but I just kept repeatedly blocking him with several apps because, you know, I had a smartphone.
Same here. And Puddin, by the way, your Chicago is FBI office is 2111 Roosevelt Road, Chicago, Illinois.
Okay, I knew it wasn't that one off of LaSalle over in that corner over there. Okay. Roosevelt Road. Alright. Roosevelt and what? You see across street?
All I did was Google it, baby.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, good. Alright, that would make things considerably easier. So if anything, if I can possibly get the chance to Saturday, if they're open on Saturday, I could just see if I can just print everything out and then just go and plop it and go, I would like to, you know, get this addressed.
Yeah, because if you get a receipt for that, that gives you a lot of, you know, even just like they've received something. Because that's what they're accusing you of lying. Even if you do it the Saturday before, I mean, it still shows that it is current. I guess we just won't mention the fact unless someone asks.
Alright, I'll have to look into that then.
They are not open Saturday or Sunday.
Damn it.
Well,
what time Friday?
8:15 a.m. until 5 p.m.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, a lot of people don't believe it, but he's busy most days.
Yeah. Unlike most people, he does not violently masturbate in his mother's basement.
Well, I don't know. There's nothing wrong with violently masturbating in a basement.
Yeah, but doing it in your mother's... Come on. She does laundry there. She doesn't want to walk in on that.
No, she doesn't do laundry in there. Their washer and dryer busted.
Do you know if there's been any prank calls since to the mother since we last spoke?
She doesn't really talk about them. I try and get her to, but she doesn't talk about it.
She's not very cooperative.
No, she's not.
Maybe they've stopped for the moment. Then who knows? You can only
Hopefully.
Be nice. Be a nice reprieve.
Yeah. So after the stream, are you guys trying to come back to YouTube or anything like that, or?
I'm trying to get my channel going. I went to the Hogtown Fair. It's the medieval fair that happens here.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I filmed a good portion of it, and I want to show it on YouTube, but I want people to actually watch it. And, I'd like to be able to unblock people so that people can actually watch and comment, but I've had to block a lot of these people because they have alt accounts and everything like that, and it just very, very irritating because they like to make snide comments.
And the other thing in general, they like to censor the shit out of us. Whenever we literally try and share anything, they try and counter share.
Yeah, they'll share it in their stuff so that they can go and harass us. Like we did a live stream. What was it, last week, baby?
Yeah, we attempted to last week, and I just had 0 signal, so I did.
And they came and raided the chat.
Yeah.
And Sir Adamantine appeared and said, "Oh look, Piggy talking about me." And in one of them, they kept using alt accounts because we did a small live stream one time, and they were like, "So, Terra, why do you have your underage brother?" Mind you, my brother's 10 years younger than me. He's 28. On, and then you show your tits, and I'm like, what the hell are you people talking about?
Yeah, it just seems like a bit of silliness.
It's stupidity.
And people surrender to this for some fuck off.
Now, Sir Adamantine, he goes at me because he wants to hook up with Burnside.
And Scoop. He has this literal psychotic, fucked up, deranged sexual fan of just Scoob, him, and I just raw dogging it like a bunch of salad-fisted communist sodomites.
Have you got evidence of that?
Oh yes.
Yeah, we have. We snagged videos.
Oh no, I need to see that. Well,
give me a chance to go through them. I will go through them so I can find the right ones.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I mean,
that one clip where I showed you where he
took my wedding photo.
Yeah, he says in there, "I'd fuck Burnside before Terra. You're gay. For one, we know you don't have anything to do with pussy, and two, he's flat out saying he'd fuck Burnside."
Yeah, right.
But yeah, we have videos. I stole some videos from his channel before he deleted them all, where he was literally saying on air, "Burnside, come be with me. I'll treat you better than that fat piggy whore."
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, regrettably, yes, he has said that several times. It's
damn, I think it cut out again.
He said regrettably he has said that several times.
Yeah. Hey, did you see the Cass Warfox clip that I posted? That I made?
Yeah, I watched it.
I was at work. I was unable to watch.
Cass definitely tried to cover his ass with that.
Oh man, but they all played it off. Like, that's what I found so funny, is that they just consider it a joke that his boyfriend is sending not just Cass videos of him shitting out dolls, actually shitting out dolls, but then sending them to Cass's friends. What? Dude, watch the video. It's a minute. It's 1 minute. It's not that hard. Just watch it.
You're telling me this guy's literally shitting out things from his ass?
Yes. Yes, he's shitting out.
Okay, I'm not. I'll take your word for it. I'm not gonna watch it.
No, it's not the video. It's just them admitting that. It's just them admitting.
You see, this is why I call everyone sodomites. because this is the fucked up shit they do, and they think this is perfectly fine to do in public. These deranged fucking commie-loving sodomites. If
Yeah.
they're to do this in Vietnam or China or North Korea, they'd be publicly executed and tortured. Nah, let's go fucking do it over here because, yes, of course, we could totally salivate over this psychotic, deranged, and impossible fantasy
Well, Cass,
of a fucking...
yeah, Cass doesn't really like it. He just thinks that he's just joking. Like, he just played it off like it's some big...
Oh, no, I guarantee you Cass likes it.
But the,
He's
the
playing it off that he doesn't.
Yeah, the boyfriend hasn't just sent it to Cass. He sent it to everybody else that was in that VC because they all admitted in that clip that they've also...
I bet they were all in the same server.
Yeah, they've all seen the fucking video. Or videos of him shitting out dolls and being pregnant. And they just played it off as it's just a joke. That's just his sense of humor. It's just funny.
That's not funny. That's you need somebody. That somebody needs some therapy.
Yeah.
They need to see if his parents or another relative has.
I mean, he's the one that has the clip of the Hell's Angels clothing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically him. So.
Yeah. At one time, him and I were flirting. And now he's like, I would never touch her, you know, I've never done this, never done that. And I'm like, really?
Have you got receipts
Because
to prove that, though?
sadly, no, because we were talking on Kick.
Right.
And I've gone through several different phones since then. And sadly, Kick does not keep the information like most other text services do.
Yeah, right.
So, if I still had those, trust me, I'd use them against him.
Yeah, but doesn't that set the precedent that you know, I'm a big badass fucking psycho biker or whatever, and he's trying to portray me that way, and then he's got a boyfriend doing something I would arguably say is far worse than being a psychotic motorcyclist, and oh no. Well, maybe I was using my sense of humor. No pass for me, but you got to pass for somebody who is appears to have been abused and has a deep need of therapy. That's all fucking fine and dandy.
Yeah, I think it's the fact. So, I guess from their point of view, what would it be? It's the fact that you're claiming that you're in a motorcycle gang. I guess that's what they're trying to say. I don't know.
He's never claimed that.
Yeah,
if
but
you
that's
played
what
the
they're
video,
saying. You know, like that you're lying.
Yeah, they're twisting everything like, you know, high school students.
Yeah.
And, you know, last I knew, YouTube and real life was not high school.
Oh, see, Owen, you had a run-in with Plate as well.
Say what?
With the Plate gang.
Oh, that's because Leaf went in there. I have screenshots of all of that. Okay, Leaf went in there because Scooby was in the group, and he knew they were nothing but trolls, and he was just in there chatting with them, and everything was going fine. And then Leaf and AP joined in, and Leaf just started, you know, she's like, oh, well, don't be talking to Scooby because, you know, this, and this. And she posted links to the Scooby saga and stuff like that. And then she starts trying to get them to attack Scooby. And for a while it was working. And then they turned on her. They're like, wait a minute, you know, why the hell are you doing this? You know, he's not responding. He's ignoring us, which is what he should be doing.
Yeah, and that's it.
Why are you pushing this? And but this only happened after they went into the server she was in, and, you know, they were posting stuff, and apparently it was something like Plate Gang's gonna take over or some shit like that. They were joking. They were being the trolls that they are. And she kicked them all out, and they went after her, and she's like, well, I don't want you to ruin these people's lives on YouTube. And they're like, well, isn't that what you're trying to get us to do when it comes to Scooby?
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah.
say one thing but do another, comrade. That is how our fearless totalitarian dictator tells us to do. Therefore, must.
Really
Oh
telling
yeah.
you to stay away.
Talking. Are you talking about the time I talked to Medgang or whomever?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Basic. Scooby was doing all his talking to these guys and this and that. And yeah, they kept asking him questions about his ethnicity and that. These guys have some type of. I just. They must have like either a comical or masturbatory asphyxiation. And just general ethnocentrism. He was trying to tell him, yeah, I'm Italian, and through Sunday he kept trying to tell him about this, that, and the other, and they're going on about stereotypes, and then they started asking me questions. You want? I can, when I get some internet in the here, get snips, because I literally went on and on and on and on and on and on to talk, and then I jumped into their little voice chat thing for a bit, and I started laughing hysterically because not only could they not hear me, but what I heard them doing, just playing video games. And that I had a fucking. I wish I had a 6-pack and some popcorn. Literal modern fucking art. Just told from the other socio-political spectrum. Just so.
Yeah. They
It's
are
like
good.
watching Nazi Picasso paint. There was
Yeah.
such a thing as Nazi Picasso.
Let me see if this makes sense to you. Okay, so basically, I first get accused of being like a juggalo gangbanger or some goofball shit like that.
Yeah,
And
Juggalo, yeah.
then just to fuck with a couple of these people, what I do is I actually grab my Burnside bums collars and I show it off a couple times, and these people lose their goddamn minds and take it seriously. So as to correct them, I go and show them that first video that I sent you. Well, actually, no, it'd be the second one because I sent you the sweater project first, and that was recent. But that other old one,
Yeah.
and then just explain to everyone the backstory and stuff, and then that calmed everything down. Now, if you were to combine that possibly with the leather jacket, and then the way I was trying to toss on the stuff from the alley, maybe that's what gave him that idea. I don't know. Because if you pay attention to the video, I let them walk themselves into just saying what basically whichever, and I don't actually say yes I am, no I'm not. I just roll with it.
Is there accusations that Scooby has said he was in the mafia or he was related to them or something like that?
They claim it. He has
It's
said that people his father knew were made men. That was the word he used. But they had no association with the mob.
It's the fact that Tom Penoid and Vash the token dumbass are fucking stupid. And they thought that just because he has that accent and he has that style, that he must be mob. Especially when, I don't believe we'd have the snippets of it because I think it was a voice conversation where Vash was trying to impress Scooby by talking about how he did pizza for some mob-connected pizzeria.
I have the video where he says it on air, says the family's name.
Okay. Please give that to him. Because I
I
think that
have
probably...
to go through everything.
Alright, when you get to it then. I don't know. Do we got any other major accusations, or is that basically it? Basically, we're limited to a bunch of masturbators calling us crime syndicate associates of some kind or another?
And it's mainly just the threats and the stuff that we went over last time.
Well, what can I say? We're tired of dealing with a bunch of violently inept chronic masturbators who have nothing better to do than to poke us with a stick until we get pissed off and tell them to go back to violently masturbating in their mother's basement.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that your main issue is that when it comes down to Scooby and the threats, people perceived it as a threat, so there's probably a legitimate, they've got legitimate accusations.
Well, yeah, if you perceive something to be dangerous when in fact it's just a cuddly teddy bear, then yeah, it's going to be dangerous. Some people have a phobia of cuddly teddy bears. They think they're going to turn into Chucky and violently stab them in the genitals until they die. It is what it is.
Well, most
Dealing
people
with
don't
a lot of
take
hyperbolic
it seriously,
lunatics, I would say.
But like see it from their perspective, they just see it as being a bit as just a whole bunch of silliness. The fact that
I'll be honest, I have a hard time viewing from the perspective of a person who just violently masturbates all day to a keyboard and just doesn't work. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't be that type of person. I need to work. I have bills. I have to get shit done. I can't live in my mother's basement forever like the rest of these people. You know, for me, it's kind of, I can attempt to have a kind heart and try and see it, but it's just like outside of just the, just just the violently jerking it. It's like these people are a lot. I can't relate. Illogic. They're too illogical. Throw a meme at them. To have them perceive it as throwing plastic explosives at them. What the fuck can I do? Nothing.
I guess the main problems would be the fact that you've said that there's heaps of calls where, but then if they ask for evidence, what have you got to sort of show within, when you're saying, okay, well they're still making the calls now. Well, it's just you guys saying that. That's the problem. The legal proceeding stuff saying that, there's definitely legal proceedings that are going on right now when, from what I'm perceiving, nothing's really happening, and you're trying to still do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, I can at least, in the off case I can't make it there Friday, I can go through my email and I can send you snippets of me trying to forward all this shit to fucking officer whomever.
Yeah,
call it a
I
day.
guess. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, maybe just send an example email.
Oh,
or
thank
something
God I
like
don't have to go to West Roosevelt.
Well, no, I don't want to make
that
you
will
do
work.
anything. I mean, and
No, I don't want to go anywhere near UIC. Traffic there is fucking hell. I'd rather be stuck in the loop.
Yeah. And
Fuck those little goddamn bastards that go to that. I'm in the popular college. Yeah, you're gonna be popularly underneath my bumper. Bastards.
yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, most people are only interested in what's true, and say really the truth will just speak the loudest.
I
So it's
wish
just
that
like-
were true. I honestly think they are interested in what they can beat their meat to and propagandize to their cult of personnel.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, that's all I've seen. Truth? What truth? We see Mao. Mao right now. Forward to Mao. All for Mao. And
Yeah,
I'll
even
take
just one
snips of that.
screenshot that shows what exactly you've sent to the FBI. I mean, that'd be pretty helpful.
I sent them everything I've sent you.
Yeah, right.
All right. Okay.
I actually have copies of the emails.
Yes.
Okay, can you please give those to him in the off case I cannot find mine, and in the off case I do, then we just give him double confirmation. That would be nice.
Because I sent it to the agent that Scooby was assigned to.
Yeah. Same here as well.
I'm not going to be so blunt as to be like, well, it's my fucking life, fuck you. Like the whole thing with me and Pat. Again, it's my life, fuck you.
Yeah, because that's gonna come up. So.
Yeah, and that's probably what I'll say, is it's my sex life. I have no problem telling people the truth, but fuck you.
Well, I guess otherwise the truth is, the best answer usually.
The truth is he came to visit. We messed around. And as you heard the last chat we did,
Yeah.
Burnside knew about everything.
I would just say that, really. What's the problem with that, I guess?
There's no problem with that. What they want to do is make it as though Burnside is a pussy, when he's not. We have an open relationship. I mean, when you asked him, is it widely known about y'all's relationship, and he was like, yeah, she gets mad when I find a pretty gal, and I was like, I only got mad with that one because of the way you were phrasing things.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no problem, because Burnside, sadly, his brain says one thing, but his mouth or fingers say another. Like, he was phrasing it like, I don't even know if I'm going to date her. Well, you're dating me. All you're going to do is fuck her.
Yeah.
That was my big issue. Plus, I was on my cycle at the time.
Yeah.
So he's learned when Terra is on her cycle, now is not the time to get my dick wet.
That's it. Yeah. Well, I'd just say that, really, to be honest. But as you know, I'm trying to be upfront with you. All that sort of shit that's gonna come up. There's gonna be
That's fine.
other shit that's coming
I
up. So.
I literally tell people I'm an open book. If I feel it's too personal, I will tell you if it's too personal.
Yeah, and then it's sort of like
Like, I can tell you that Cass will do a write-in question about me and gonorrhea because we were on a Deviant stream and he was there and we were talking about being safe with partners that have STDs. And I dated this one guy, and you know, I'm up for just about anything unless it's already a hard limit. And we had a certain type of unprotected sex, and turns out he gave himself gonorrhea again because the bacteria and all for it grows in those areas.
Yeah.
And we went to the health department, and they were like, do you have an outbreak? I'm like, I don't have it. And they explained to him that he gave it back to himself because the bacteria grows in the eyes, ears, nose, and mouth, and anus. And Scooby, they referenced it on another one of our streams, and Scooby tried to explain it in a scientific term that because of our ancestors, you know, like medieval times type stuff where chlamydia, syphilis, and shit like that ran rampant.
Yeah.
Everyone now has the strains for those specific STDs in their system. They just have to end up hooking up with the right person that has the same strands and ends up activating it.
So you didn't get it. He got it from himself? That's weird. Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah, I can see why people... I guess I can see how people would troll you there.
But I've never had one. I mean, I've had mono. Some people consider that an STD, but it's airborne. I had a mild case of mono in my teens.
Yeah, right.
I've never had an STD. I get checked every 6 months.
Well, yeah, that's important. Although I don't, but then...
And that's because I have an allergic reaction to latex and spermicide, so I can't use protection. See, like I said, I'm an open book. I have no problem telling people shit.
Yeah. Well, then I can't see it. Yeah. I mean, if and you're comfortable saying it, because it's gonna come up. I mean, just say it, and what's the worst?
I can't handle criticism and heat. What I can't handle is people essentially cock blocking us when it comes to, you know, getting our videos viewed.
Yeah. Well,
we don't even do that to them.
Yeah. I'm excited.
I just want to get it out there and finally be done with it, and I just want them to leave us the hell alone. Stop making all these fucking videos.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, it drags out, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really, really does.
Like,
well, what they're really, what I know, what they really, really want is for us to blood sport with them, and we're not into that.
Yeah.
Scooby and Burnside like talking politics. I like talking current events that have nothing to do with politics, sewing, or, you know, funny shit. Seriously contemplating having myself committed because I was about to either go on a murder spree or fucking just be done with everything.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yep. I also wasn't on the right medications. Yeah. I mean, I've never, that's another thing, I've never hidden that, you know, I'm fucking crazy. Yeah. I have PTSD from my abusive ex-husband and other points in my life that were not very happy. And I have severe depression, massive depression, and I'm depressed all the time, even when I'm on medication.
Mm.
It just keeps me from doing something stupid.
So,
I keep trying to get my doctors to allow me to have medical marijuana because I feel happier when I'm smoking weed.
yeah.
I don't want to change accounts or screen names. Um, I have no problem trying different platforms, but most of them require OBS, and I'm still learning how to use that. Well, I want to point out that I don't know if I said this the last time we talked. Scooby didn't say a damn thing about these people or their families until literally on air they started talking shit about his mom and his dad.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
And he has the mentality I do. You know, you can talk shit about me all day, I don't care. But the instant you bring my family into it, you're fucked.